And then
well, man.
glad you made it.
Yes,
Glad you
sir.
made it. Yes, sir. Come up here to the trailer when you get time to come say hello.
So it's Branon White from the last
That bitch stood.
drag race video. So this is a new bike.
This is. Last time we met, we just had Michael Beeland's bike, Plain Jane.
Okay.
We were just testing with it.
All right.
This was still being built at that time. You were right.
Okay, a lot of people were talking about they didn't believe that Plain Jane was 550 pounds.
Plain Jane was 548 or 547. Michael can verify that because he had a video of it.
Okay.
This bike itself is, this one's 538.
538 pounds.
No carbon allowed on the body. I do have a BST front wheel, but there is no carbon anywhere on this bike whatsoever. Nowhere.
Wow.
Frame is untouched. It's 1998 FLH, untouched.
Right.
We're not allowed to touch them in this series.
Wow. And I also noticed that like you've got a lot of M3 Mad Monkey Motorsports parts on here.
Yes, sir, I do.
What do you have?
All right, last time we talked, I don't think we had our arms out at that point.
No.
You got an FLH swing arm.
Okay.
Swing arm complete with bearings, axle, air tank, adjusters, the whole 9 yards, 12.4 pounds.
12.4 pounds.
That's a huge savings. That's where we get a lot of it at.
Wow. So like what is the stock swing arm weigh?
If it's a newer model, almost 30 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, huge gain.
Yeah.
And you see I'm a big guy. I like to eat.
Yeah,
so I got to find it in other places.
Okay.
But that's a huge piece of the puzzle for us.
Okay.
But you guys can look all over it. It's a lot of little stuff. It's a lot of time. It's not a lot of money.
Okay, so I see you have a brake hanger.
Yep, this is my M3 brake hanger.
Okay.
Fits a 10-inch rotor
Okay.
for the RC because RC runs a 10-inch floater.
Okay, right.
This arm doesn't even have the hit bung that all my new arms do.
Oh,
so
okay.
all my customers have a nice bung that goes in here and don't have all this ugly stuff. They get the pretty swing arm.
Okay.
So I've got the old one.
All right. So what the bung? What is the bung?
We put a hidden 3/8/16 bung under here so that you can run a radius rod, run any kind of brake you want.
Okay.
Now, if you order this arm for your factory bagger, it comes with a billet hanger to run your factory brakes.
Oh.
So it is a bolt-on for a factory bike.
Right.
But the guys that want to upgrade to, you know, whether it be Busa brakes or whatever your choice may be, you have a hidden bung, so you have free reign to run R6, Busa, anything you want to.
Okay.
And the way we made this hanger, it's on a spacer with a set screw. And again, sorry guys, the real ones have a set screw. You guys get the nice stuff.
Right.
I forgot to grab a set screw when left.
Yes.
We put this all on when we were here. So it does just have a set screw, and it just lines up. You step on the brake, set the screw, it's done. It'll fit anything. Space left and right to any setup.
Wow. Okay.
There's a lot of series out there. What we've done in HDRA, stock wheelbase.
Okay.
The bike can't have any kind of lockup. Is fingers, arms, balls, nothing. Must be a static hand clutch.
Okay.
They must resemble a bagger with full bags, opening lids. Those are some of the things we really pushed to try to get all the way down and have to keep floorboards.
Oh wow. Okay.
Frames are not allowed to be touched anywhere.
Right.
Not exhaust, not at the back end. There is nothing that can be touched or illegal.
Right.
Unless it's a safety feature.
Okay.
You're trying to put a loop in for your seat if you're coming off. We bypass stuff like that.
Okay. Okay.
But try to keep it as close to a real bagger as we can.
Okay.
What we did with wheelbase on this bike is it uses my M3 offset billet trees.
Okay.
They're offset 3 inches back.
Yes.
So that brings my front wheel axle back 3 inches.
Oh.
Allowing me this 3 inches back here. I am still 65 inches right now, center to center.
Wow.
But I shifted everything.
Right.
That gains us about a 12% gain in weight.
Okay.
Which is what's allowing the bike to actually lead as hard as it does. This weekend we struggled a little because the track was slick, but the bike still run really good here.
Right.
A lot of things the guys they're not, the time involved in the weight, a lot of people have asked, like you said, this is an eBay overlay.
Okay.
These are eBay bags from across seas. They don't weigh anything. They have Zeus fasteners in them. There's no hardware.
Yeah.
One of the weird things we have in our rules here is the seats must have a cover on them, some kind.
Okay.
So it appears to look like a factory bag.
Right.
You can run a shell, but if you're running the shell, the fuel has to be under the shell in the factory location.
Okay.
I'm running a full tank with my M3 delete. Get rid of the dash delete, again, a little more weight.
Okay.
But some of the little things that we've done is just a little piece of 060 aluminum.
Okay.
So there's a little less weight there. Obviously the exhaust was built by a good buddy of mine.
Okay.
Half Fast did the exhaust. They do a really good job.
Yeah.
Built some beautiful big bagger show bike exhaust. They did a really nice job. Motor, just a 124.
Okay.
That's all it is, 640 cams. It's had some massaging. Obviously a lot of it. We just went 142.8. Set the record again. So.
Wait a minute. 142.8.
142.8, all motor, 124. This is a crate 124 V2. It's actually an old challenge motor.
Yeah.
My bike is 22 years old.
Wow.
My motor is 19 years old. And when I bought this motor, from Mike Motto, a good buddy of mine that I used to run the 124 challenge from, it's been sitting for 6 or 7 years. And
wait a minute. So this is the motor you were telling me about that you took out the old bike and you took the mic.
I have pictures of this motor beating me back in 03 and 04, putting me on the trailer more times than I care to admit.
Wow.
So of course you got to buy with something that outruns you.
Yeah.
And it was hurt. It was blown up when I bought it. And took it up to A1 and Mike went through it. And we've gone back through it a couple times since then, and Mike keeps going over and over and over, getting it better.
Right.
But I think we found what worked. So we're gonna leave it alone for a little while now.
Yeah.
But the big weight things are Walt Timberland at Timberland Chassis made this bar for me. Ran the bars and the clamps. Again, eBay clamps. Cheap. Save money.
Right.
This is 1.2 pounds, the bars and the clamps.
Wow. Okay.
This is GSXR stuff. The levers off of a Buell over there, just lightweight nothing stuff. You know, try to keep the weight down. Mike at A1 turned my fork plates down. These are factory 41 millimeter fork plates.
Okay.
I don't know how much it really mattered, but yeah, we did take some weight off of it there.
Right.
Still running factory grades, and there's more weight there. We're not done yet. I think I can get the bike to sub 525.
Sub 525?
I think I can get it there.
Wow.
I just got to take the time to do it.
Right.
This is my nose. A lot of guys run it. Mike Beelan's running it. Andy Simon's got a bike coming out with it.
Okay.
So you're seeing some of the noses start coming out. All the way down to my front fender, it's a plastic bracket.
Oh, okay.
I've got half nuts on the backside, trying to save some weight where I can. Obviously BST, no question there.
Right.
But even with the BST, I had an RC comp on there.
Okay.
The comp was only 0.2 pounds heavier than this. James at RC has got us a wheel coming, so we'll get an RC back on it and get it fixed.
Yeah.
But a couple of heavy pieces. This one, an old Barnett primary, so allows me to pull the clutch plates out.
Yeah.
There is no lockup, and I know we used to run a lockup. That's one of the heavier pieces I got to get off the bike. That doesn't need to go.
Okay. But, so I remember on Mike's bike, he had like an open BDL, open BDL,
right?
Yeah,
BDL, correct.
So are those generally lighter?
100% lighter.
Oh, okay.
And you don't have to worry about leaks like you see what I've been fighting this weekend. I've got a little leak that keeps showing up.
Yeah.
And actually, John from Bandit Clutches was here, and we talked for a little while.
Right.
You saw us talking. I think you got introduced to him too.
Yeah.
So we probably will have a belt drive coming on it before the rest of the year.
Okay.
See if we get a little more weight off of it.
Awesome.
But cool little bike. It's really just a combination. Little bike runs good.
Man, yeah, man.
Fastest CT spins a 941. We didn't do it this weekend.
Right.
I actually stood it up hard enough that it didn't hurt my back, and so we left easy the rest of the weekend.
Yeah.
Still run good. Run 980s.
Wow.
And all the passes were 139 plus. And then that last one you saw was a 142.8, set the record again. So not bad for a 142. I mean a 124.
124.
You are allowed a 143.
Really?
Or a 117 with a power out. So there are some options here, and actually a guy went at 83 this weekend with a little 113 spraying it. Super G carb, old model bike. Again, super light bike.
Would you be able to compete with a smaller motor, like say for instance a 98? It's 98.
I think you're gonna have to push it up, but there's a couple of guys like Jeremy and the guys that got a turbo bike that made a 98 fly.
Right.
The biggest thing we did here is if you have a power adder, and even with us, there is no lockup clutches allowed.
Okay.
So we knew that would max all the bikes somewhere around 200 horsepower. That's the most they're going to put down before it pushes through. And actually, when I wrote these rules, I reached out to everybody. I reached out to Mike. I reached out to George Bryce. I talked to a bunch of racers, and that's what we all come up with. We felt like that was the mark.
Right.
That way, even if a guy built a great big motor comes out here, you still got to figure out how to get it down the track.
Right.
Some of the bikes last week, and we run these rules at the All Harley World Shootout.
Yeah.
The guy that won one with a 107 spring, Steve Mile.
Wow.
That's what he won with.
Yeah.
Put me on the trailer too.
Oh,
so a small motor can run, like I said, the one guy here this weekend's got a 113, a 983.
Wow.
Fastest I went all weekend was 82.
Yeah.
So that's quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a class that people can afford.
Yeah.
And there's not a whole lot of money. Like I said, my bike's 22 years old. It's old.
Oh man, yeah.
She's old vintage.
Yeah, this is awesome, man.
But
like
does good. When I rode this bike home, it was covered in chrome.
Yeah.
It had Betty Boot painted on it, had the tassels, and played the radio going home.
Yeah.
I don't think it run 70 mile an hour wide with a wind blowing. It was terrible.
Yeah.
And that's what we started with. And here we are a year and a half later, and that's where I'm sitting.
Apparently the West Coast guys they've got a whole thing over there.
Well, they got some fast bikes. Jimmy Pham's one of my customers, and he sent me some more customers. They got some fast bikes out there.
Yeah.
And they got some pretty bikes.
Oh yeah,
I gave him a hard time about his bikes. I said, y'all got some pretty paint. I think I did some purple just for his group.
Right.
Yeah. He called and said, give me purple, and we did order purple just for some of his guys out there. But they got some quick bikes.
Oh yeah, and they're pretty too. I'm like,
their bikes are beautiful. And he even said it. He said, y'all just put them together and make them fast.
Right.
So they got some gorgeous motorcycles. I guess at some point I may have to make one pretty too to keep up with him.
Right.
He's definitely got the good looking bike market coming.
Right. But yeah, man, it's definitely badass, man. And I definitely appreciate the hospitality and all.
Man, we're just happy that you come out and do what you do with all the companies and trying to help. That's what we need. There's a lot of baggers being built, a lot of guys really pushing some different equipment.
Right.
And hopefully some of these factories, these companies like I do, I've got Mike and some other guys really pushing on some parts to see if we can weaken them or hurt them.
Right.
So that's what we're here for. I mean, we're the guys that test it for the street guys.
Right.
We're up there in a different level. And there's a bunch of bikes. There's probably 30, 40 bikes that are easily 9-second bikes.
Wow,
No problem.
Yeah.
We had number 113 going to the 9s this weekend too.
Right.
So it's nice to see all the factory and the companies get involved. And we really think what you're doing. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Cool deal. So, all right.
Guys, follow this guy. Make sure you follow this guy. He's got some huge following. We got all kinds of subscribers. Make sure you follow any of his videos. Please.